We are less than 2 weeks out from the 2022 CrossFit Games, and at this point, as athletes, we're not getting a whole lot fitter. What we are doing though is trying to fine tune and make sure that we are gonna peak at the right time. CrossFit is inherently a very high volume sport, meaning there's a lot of things that you want to be good at because you want to be as well-rounded as possible. When it comes to this final stage, all of the work has been done. At this point, the most important piece is getting there healthy, getting there ready to compete, and also peaking at the right time. When it comes to getting there healthy, that's a huge piece to the puzzle. Is that a lot of times you want to toe the line between training too much and not training enough. So it's kind of finding that balance to where you're almost pushing that overtraining, but you're not overtraining, because that could be a really big detriment to how you perform when you get there, and it also could lead to injuries. Some of the things that I do outside of the gym play a huge role to what I'm able to do inside of the gym and in competition. And those things come down to stretching. I spend a lot of time taking care of my body just because the volume is so high. So it's not even that things are injured, but things are getting used a lot at this point in the season. And I want to make sure that I'm giving my body time to unwind and relax and lengthen out those muscles that I've been using on the regular basis. From there, I also spend a lot of time smashing. Smashing is really good to help your CNS calm down. So after a really long day at the gym, just to help myself unwind, I smash certain things. There's areas of the body that do better smashing than stretching. So for instance, kind of your lower back, you want to make sure that you smash that area and you don't overstretch it. So I usually smash the sides of my back and also my thoracic spine to work on that mobility. The more I can smash there, the better my overhead position is gonna feel. Then from there, I go into a lot of muscle scraping. So muscle scraping is gonna allow me to target areas that are hard to stretch and also hard to smash. It's gonna bring in fresh blood flow, and so that way I get new nutrients to that area so I can recover quickly and push out some of that soreness. Scraping is really interesting because you might notice the areas that are really full of inflammation turn red. So it kind of gives you that direct feedback that, wow, this area needs a little bit more TLC. Some of the other things I'm doing on a regular basis right now are definitely keeping up with bodywork with people who specialize in bodywork. So I've been getting a massage just about every 7 to 10 days. I also work with my PT Maddie, who I share a lot about on my Instagram. I've worked with her for about 3 years. She's awesome. We go through just kind of putting any fires out, but also keeping the body functioning the way it should be. So just kind of checking in on everything. So we meet once a week and just make sure everything is feeling, pretty good for the amount of volume that we're doing. I spend a lot of time reading. So getting lost in social media isn't really helpful because it's already a very high stress time and everybody's posting highlight reels of what they're really good at. And it kind of makes you wonder, like, have I done enough? Am I fit enough? Am I gonna peak at the right time? And you just can't help but have those thoughts because it's just a high stress time. So the things that I'm doing on the regular basis, I'm just focusing on myself and what I'm capable of doing and what I can control. And you hear athletes talk about that a lot, but it's easier said than done just because of all of these external things that are happening and going on and that are trying to steal your attention. So biggest piece is focusing on yourself. What can you do to be better sleep-wise? How can you get better sleep? For me, that's reading a book before I fall asleep, not scrolling Instagram. 2, making sure you've had enough water. It's really hot here, so I'm counting how many jugs of water I'm drinking a day just to make sure that I'm hydrating so I don't go into the next session dehydrated, not on the right foot from the start. Food, making sure we're getting tons of food, quick carbs, because it can be hard to eat while the volume is high. I think I hit a record for myself. I ate 3,500 calories on rest day of this week. And then, like I talked about, all the extra stretching, mobility work, that stuff really goes a long way. And it's also just a good time to be kind of present with your own thoughts and check in with yourself to see how you're doing. At the time we're sharing this video with you, there's a lot of unknowns, which means stress is high. So really anything you can do when you're leading into a stressful event, whatever that is for you, is gonna help. For me, definitely getting a massage about once a week has been really helpful. Just kind of allows me to just chill, just unwind, relax, and let go and take care of my body. I think the other piece of this is we don't know any events. So we check in about 10 or 11 days. We know nothing, which I absolutely love, but also there is that stressful component. It's nice when things start coming out and you can kind of get a couple touches on there before you get there. But when you get there and it's just on the fly, it's more stressful, but I also think it's more fun because it challenges you in a different way that you don't get challenged at any other point in the season or in the year. Something else that's really exciting is this will be my 7th year, but I think there's 15 or 16 rookies on the female side. that's almost half the field, which means there's people coming in who have strengths and specialties that we're not really sure about, that we haven't seen before. So there might be somebody new at the top of the swim, or there might be somebody new at the top of the run, or somebody with a weightlifting event that's just super powerful and strong. We have an idea of how fit everybody is, but there's no test like the CrossFit Games because no other event has that 11 to 15 events where it really tests just about everything and anything. And so I think that piece is just a little bit unknown as well. So there's all of these unknowns, and it's kind of how you can handle the things that you can't control and the things you can control, and just learning how to not waste that extra energy. And I think you can take that with you in life with whatever you're doing, whether you have a big project that you're presenting at work, or you're training really hard for an event that you're going to be doing. Is there's a lot of things that you can't control, and just learning like, hey, exhale, I can't control this, don't waste energy on it, and focus on the things you can control, like we talked about earlier, your sleep, your nutrition, your water, your stretching, how you're taking care of your body, what you're spending your time reading, listening to, because those things are going to influence your thoughts when you get into whatever it is that you are preparing for. So all in all, the biggest thing I can say is just make sure you take time to check in with yourself, take care of your body, and also take care of your mind, and that'll go a really long way. Also try not to focus on the outcome, but the journey and the process. And like I said, that can be easier said than done. This video today is sponsored by Sidekick Tool. I've been with Sidekick since 2017, and I absolutely love all of their products, and they've just recently launched a new app that's incredible. So the app can take you through guided routines without any tools, or it can take you through their tool routines, meaning that they have muscle scrapers as well as foam rollers as well as vibration devices. That way your body can be getting whatever it needs to recover the best that it can. So if you're interested in learning more about how you can recover better, make sure you check out the link below and check out Sidekick Tool. It feels so good to be so close. We've been working so hard all year long. I feel really excited to get there and compete, to see all the other girls, to see the girls I don't get to see all year long, and just to test myself and see what I can do. I feel fitter and healthier than I ever have. Knock on wood, we've still got 10 more days, but I'm super pumped to get there and just leave it all out on the floor, see what the events are, hopefully meet some of you. Thank you for supporting our journey all year long, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Have a great day. Don't forget, smash the like button.